Hello, everybody. It is the time you've all been waiting for, the answers to your questions.
Hooray!
Yay! We are giving them to you from here in Caminari, Montenegro.
Look at those hills. So beautiful.
It's so pretty. So, the weather and everybody's outward crazy excitement and passion for Jesus.
Yep. And mine were probably the families we stayed with. They really became our families. I loved just God surprised me so much because I didn't even want to go to Africa, and then it ended up being 3 of the greatest months ever. And Ethiopian coffee.
Honestly, it depends upon the day, the hour, if I have internet. It goes back and forth. I mean, of course, home is a part of you, but now this experience in traveling and being with my team is a part of who I am now. And so it's hard to say. I go back and forth where there are days when, oh man, I really miss home today. And then it goes away an instant later because I turn around and remember where God has me right here. And so it's a hard balance.
Yeah, I would agree a lot with that. It can depend on the day and the hour, and it'll change so quickly. I'll see a video of a niece and start missing home, wishing I could be there to see her. But then thinking about not doing life with the team and with the rest of the squad is terrifying to me. So I really, really love being where we're at right now. So it's good.
I would have to say a lot of different things actually inspired me about Africa. Everything from the sunrises and sunsets, where clearly only God could have painted that, is inspiring, and just having that quiet time with Him to learn and hear from Him. Also, just people's blind faith. I would say they absolutely have faith like children and truly 100% believe that their Father is faithful, that He is good, and that He's going to provide for them. And they don't try and take their lives into their own hands half the time. They truly just react with prayer to every and any situation. And that is just so inspiring to me, to truly live out their faith and being sure of what they hope for and certain of what they don't see.
Yeah. And then we also talked about in Ethiopia, our squad and our team both did fasts, and we prayed for 24 hours specifically for funding, since the deadline was coming up so quickly, and in Ethiopia we didn't have access to internet, and so we couldn't contact supporters. And so just watching everyone come together with that same purpose and same goal, but yeah, with that same trust. Just knowing that God's going to provide for us, and knowing that prayer is the most important and most powerful thing we could do. And it was just really, really cool to be involved with. Yeah.
Well, I thought I would. And there were moments when I'd see beautiful fresh snowfalls at home and things like that. And then I would walk outside in the beautiful 80-degree weather in Africa and say, yep, I'm good. I miss, of course, I guess snuggling up, being warm, and when the snow is falling and it's fresh, it's beautiful to walk in, hanging out with people outside, doing broom ball with city teens. I miss. But honestly, I'm pretty dang good here.
Yep. Same. I miss a lot of the ideas of when snow happens, around the holidays. I miss, bundling up and having a cup of hot cider or hot cocoa, and, just being able to get all cozy. But then I could also, wear a tank top on Christmas and be in Africa, and it was beautiful outside, and now we have mountains behind us with snow on them, so
it's good.
I'm good.
It's right there.
Yeah. Okay, so to keep up my energy and keep my focus now that we're halfway through, honestly, just being halfway through helps keep my energy up. Just the idea that time is ticking and we only have so many months left gives me that fire in me. I don't want to waste my time, and the fact that we only have 1 month in each country is another thing that just lights that fire. So time in itself gives me that energy and helps give me that focus to really be present where I am, and make the most of it.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to me. I think the fact that I know in 4.5 months I'm flying back to Minnesota, and that is a set thing as of this point, unless God changes it. No, guys, I'm coming home. Don't worry. That's a set thing, and so it's going to happen. I know that I have as many days as the Lord has ordained for me to live in America or wherever, and so that makes me want to live out these days in this moment all the more. In these countries that I would probably never get to see, or these people I would never get to meet otherwise. And so I don't want to miss a second of what the Lord has here for me, kind of similar to what Caitlin said. And the other thing that gets me going is just my quiet time in the mornings, and like been reading through the whole Bible and just Paul's words, Jesus' words, just promises fulfilled in the Old Testament just get me going, and I just want to share that with everybody and just live out my life as much as I can like that. And that's here now in Montenegro. That's next month in Albania, and it's the rest of the race. So that just focuses me here because it's where God has me. So yeah. I've learned that it is okay to be me and no one else, and that God has made me who I am, and I am his daughter, and he has set eternity in my heart, and so that means that I'm free to live under his grace, and the freedom and joy that brings in everyday life is just okay. And I don't have to try and conform and seek affirmation or to please other people by doing different things that I may not like or want to do, or trying to hide this or that because some people might not like it or might not approve it, or, oh no. I'm me, and God made me, and he loves me and accepts me as me. And I know that's a pretty simple concept, guys, but the things God reveals to you in your heart that you didn't even realize you were struggling with, identity was one of them for me. So he's just been speaking that over me, and I don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget who he's told me that I am. And I am his.
Yeah, both of ours that we've learned are very simple concepts, but things that, like, we all just need to keep repeating to ourselves over and over, and I think it'll be, like, a lifetime journey. Because mine was that I don't have to be perfect. God didn't, he doesn't expect us to be perfect, and so I shouldn't expect myself to be perfect. It's okay if I mess up. It's okay if I'm messy, or if I'm hurting, or if I'm struggling with something. It's okay. And I've learned that, God created us to be in community for a reason, and one of those reasons is to lean on those people and to talk to them about what you're struggling with. And I've realized that once I do talk to people about whatever issues I'm having, I can really see, like, the lies that Satan's been whispering to me, and I don't have to listen to them anymore.
One of the things that I've noticed, a lot of places we've been trying to share the gospel has been very difficult communication-wise. Not easy to communicate our ideas or what we want. So what I've noticed that's cross-cultural is just the power of the gospel itself. It can stand alone. It doesn't need fluff. It doesn't need embellishment. It doesn't need fancy words or a fancy sermon filled with crazy yelling hallelujahs or whatever. The power of the gospel stands alone, as I've seen in all the cultures and countries that we've been in so far. Because there are so many times when all we can do is speak the name of Jesus. He died for you. And that simple truth of what the gospel is penetrates, like, any cultural barrier.
So going along with that, I have found that actions speak louder than words, and people will look at us and they'll know that we are Christians and we follow Jesus, and so they'll be able to see Jesus' love through how we love them and how we love each other. And so just really, like, taking it back all the time into, like, how am I living out the gospel? And if someone else saw me, would they see Jesus' love in my actions?
Yeah, that's a big one. And just that everybody at the core of who they are want to be loved and accepted. Mm-hmm. And that's the universal question that God has the universal answer to, and it's Jesus. So those are a couple of things we've noticed. And the fact that people still find it hard to believe that they don't have to earn anything and that grace is a free gift.
Yeah.
I think is a universal theme. Yeah.
Yep. Just prayers for like our energy and focus. That's one question you had, and it's one thing that is always a struggle. It's always something that we'll need prayer for. Is just to stay focused on what God is doing where we are right now, and to not lose sight of that, not lose sight of where He wants us and what He wants us to be doing.
Yeah. Another one I would say is pray against apathy, going along with the focus and energy. As you get closer, 1 month closer to home this month, it just gets easier to slide into that, and we don't want to slide at all. We want to keep trucking up that mountain where the Lord is bringing us through the rest of these countries. So we don't want apathy. We want zeal. We want energy. We want joy and crazy risk-taking in this last leg of the race that God has given us. Another thing is fully funded for everybody on this team and on our squad, L Squad. Just continue to pray. We know God's going to bring the money. We thank Him. We just don't know where, but it's going to come. And He's good. He's got us. Those are all the questions that you asked us this time around. Look for another Q&A, at least one more before the end of the race. That's weird to think about, but there'll be one more. Any questions you've been dying and burning to ask us? Now's your chance. Might not get another one. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. But we love you all. Your prayers and support and encouragement mean the world to us. Seriously, anytime you even comment or give me a little whatever, email, little comment on the blog, Facebook, you don't know how much that lifts our spirits and encourages us. And to hear about what God's doing at home, it's a big one too.
Let us know.
We like to know those things. Okay? Okay.
Thanks for your questions.
Love you all.
Love you guys.
God bless.